So with E3 next week, I've decided to get Zandrous on Skype to actually discuss what sort of games we're looking forward to. So if you want to introduce yourself, Zandrous.
Hello, my name is Zandrous, and well, it's another fun day. E3's right around the corner. I'm excited, and I know that James is excited, so we're going to discuss some fun stuff, right?
Kind of. Well, we've each picked 5 games that are either confirmed to be at E3 or are expected to be at E3, and then we're going to run through them. So, do you want to start, or shall I start, or...?
Let's go and start with you. It's your show.
Okay, I'll start with the first one on the list. It was only announced today, Watch Dogs 2. You know what? Everyone really hated Watch Dogs. I quite liked it. It didn't live up to its potential, but it was quite fun to play.
I mean, that sounds fun. I didn't get the game. It didn't interest me too much because I figured it was already kind of biting off more than it could chew with what it promised. I'm hoping that there will be a little more focus to the next one. I'll wait and see. And maybe we'll be lucky and they won't directly connect it to the last one. Because I think that actually might do it better if they don't.
Well, according to the from what I saw in the trailer, there's a new hacker. He's got a new name and everything, and instead of being set in Chicago, it's set in San Francisco. They show the Golden Gate Bridge and all that, so.
Okay. This still doesn't mean it won't be connected to the original one. That's what I'm saying. Maybe it's kind of separate.
Yeah, it seems like it's a GTA sequel. It's not going to be connected to the previous game. It's going to have its own thing.
That's good, at least.
The thing I liked about Watch Dogs is it took stealth elements of gameplay to a new level, and you could fuck with people using security cameras and jump from camera to camera to fuck things up, and then go in quietly and kill people. I just like that. I thought the gunplay was fun as well. If you didn't want to go in all stealthy, the gunplay was alright.
Yeah, I think the problem is a lot of times it was a little too easy for the stealth to fail, and you get caught in gunfights. And it just kind of defeats the purpose of the hacking at that point.
Yeah.
So I think they need to focus more on the hacking and at least making it more interesting. It seems like it was kind of limited in the final release compared to what they were trying to get me to do.
Yeah.
So,
although to be fair, for a pilot in the series, it worked all right in my opinion.
And you never know, maybe they'll learn from the mistakes of the past.
Yeah, hopefully they do the opposite of what the WWE series does and actually learn from their mistakes.
Or just not be EA.
Yeah, pretty much. So what's first game on your list?
On mine, we are actually going to talk about Persona 5.
And that's a series I've never played.
Say what?
There's a series I've never played.
Yeah, I know several people that haven't, and I keep trying to get them to. The series actually started back in the original PlayStation, and the first 2 installments right now. I never got to play. I started with the PS2 era games, which were Persona 3 and Persona 4. Those are the ones I've played the most, while I also have Q for the 3DS. What I'm looking forward to with 5 is it seems they're changing the dungeon mechanics a little bit, adding in a hide and dodge function a little bit when you're going through the actual dungeon, as well as it looks like some mild platforming elements. So it's nice to have something a little bit different rather than just you're going through a dungeon, you see your character running, holding the weapon, and it's just a flat surface till you get some stairs and go up or down, which is pretty much how they've always done it, as far as I know, or at least with the 2 I've played. So I'm hoping that they'll keep improving on that. I want to know what they're going to do with the social link aspect, if they're going to improve more on that one, maybe make time not flow as fast, because you go through a month in-game really quick, and it gives you a lot less time to actually build your social links, so you have to kind of focus a bit more. But I think that's part of the fun, too, is that kind of time element where you're fighting against the clock, trying to build social links, train up your characters, learn new abilities, fuse different persona, acquire new persona, stuff like that. So think of it as Pokemon, but with demons. And it's essentially, except they have fusion, so I guess it's more Digimon demons. So Digimon.
I can't really add anything to this because I've never played Persona.
Well, I'm looking forward to the Collector's Edition release, so that's one thing I'm looking forward to. But I do plan on getting it, and it comes out on Valentine's Day. So it's a Valentine's Day gift for me because I love myself so much.
You cheesy motherfucker.
Aren't I? I gotta treat myself somehow, and I don't do wine, so why not a video game?
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Right, the second game on my list is Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2.
Yeah, I can see why.
Loved the first one.
I really hope they improve that. over the last one. The last one's fun. It did seem a little bit lacking on certain things.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't perfect. The RNG rate was really fucking annoying. I remember going through the same parallel quest time and time and time again just to unlock one super move.
Yeah,
I was not going to do that for every move in the game. There was no way I was going to get the platinum trophy for that game.
No. It's a way you just go, screw it. Give up.
I know, yeah. I think
I can agree with it.
I think I did sink about 100 hours into that game, possibly around 200.
Way more than I did, that's for sure.
The story was alright, but it was just basically retelling the story of Dragon Ball Z.
You know, like they did with the Tenkaichi games.
Every other Dragon Ball game.
Like every Dragon Ball game has been treated on stories.
But they are focusing on rewriting history with this one, so that one could be fun.
A lot more what is, hopefully.
Yeah, I really like the fact that they actually showed future Trunks standing over future Gohan as he's dying. And that's where they say rewriting history.
Yeah, they don't really touch on that one very much in the games, usually.
I know, yeah.
But I'll tell you something I hope to see, since you're bringing up the universe and I'm talking about what is. I think it was Budokai 1 or 2, I can't remember. But it was during the Cell games. And they have a what-if scenario where what if Cell absorbed Krillin? And he becomes a short little orange thing. I'm like, I want stuff like that again, because that's what I loved about the earlier Budokai games. Even if they weren't mechanically sound as much, they were entertaining. And rats and what if he won kind of thing. You know, something like that.
I get the feeling that their what if scenarios are going to be more sort of serious than funny. But I hope they throw some funny ones in there.
Well, given the writing for Super though, it hasn't been as serious as like Z was. I think
Super's been hilarious so far.
Yeah, so it's leaning more towards the original series of Dragon Ball rather than Z.
Yeah, I know, but like the thing about Xenoverse 2 is that it's going to not have so much super focus in it. So it's going to be more sort of based around Dragon Ball Z.
Well, that's the problem. We've done that to death.
Yeah, but
we need to focus more on Dragon Ball here, I think.
Yeah.
In the games, because we don't touch much on that. I mean, back in like Budokai 3, the big thing was, well, you get Kid Goku. I mean, that's something you didn't really get.
Yeah.
So maybe going back to that earlier era,
I think someone did ask why there was no Dragon Ball characters in the original Xenoverse, and Dimps were like, well, compare frickin', you know, King Piccolo to Boo, and the power scalings don't really match up. But then
yes, because Raditz completely matches Boo.
I know. It's a video game anyway. If you want to make fucking if you want to put Bulma in there and make her stronger than Boo, fucking do it.
Well, I mean, it's like, what would be the point of having like all the different Frieza villains? They have little grunts as playable characters. Do you think they're strong as Boo? Exactly. Put them in there.
You got Hercule in there.
Exactly.
Jacko is not exactly strong.
Yeah, so that's kind of what I'm getting at. That's a stupid argument. Well, not as strong as Boo. Like, so what? It's like we want to see something. I want to see, you know, Ader. I want to see earlier Goku and Kid Krillin launch. Younger Yamcha. Let's get. What was the rabbit's name?
Monster Carrot.
Yeah, I want to see him in the game. I want to see more of these older characters. General Tao. Tao, man. Ooh, I would love to see Tao in the game again.
Yeah.
You know, there's a lot of good old characters. Get some Red Ribbon going in here. Commander Blue, wasn't it? Yeah, I couldn't remember what's Captain or Commander. It's been a while since I watched the old series.
Commander Blue, yeah.
But yeah, there's a lot of lore in it. Hell, get some from the movies.
Yeah, actually, they did show a few characters from the movies.
Well, from the old Dragon Ball movies, not Z.
Yeah.
Well, no, we can add them too. There's plenty of characters that they're completely ignoring here that I think Dragon Ball fans would be like, yay about.
Yeah. And everyone's moaning because there's probably not going to be a lot of super focus, but like the DLC with the last game had Super Saiyan Blue Goku and Vegeta and Jacko and Golden Frieza, and that came out before the film even came out in English. Yeah. So like there's enough time for them to put Frost and Hit and all that in the game anyway as DLC.
Yeah, exactly. There's plenty of time now because there's no release date yet, right?
It just says late 2016. So
within the next 6 months.
Yeah, I mean they could throw the super version of Future Trunks in there and Goku Black or whatever, and like last minute.
something, or at least make them DLC.
Yeah.
So
I'm not too worried
there's a
about
lot of potential here, though, is what we're both saying.
Yeah.
Obviously. I hope it's good. I hope they make the online better.
Well, I mean, as long as they don't fuck it up. If it's as fun as the last game, I'll at least enjoy it. I just want a bit of innovation and improvement.
I think the AI needs some more work, like your companion AI is a little stupid at times.
Yeah.
So they can improve that bit.
Yeah.
So while there's definitely room for improvement, there's definitely a chance they can screw it up, so let's hope.
Yeah. Oh, what's the next game on your list?
Train.
I can't hear anything. No, I can hear something.
Yeah.
It's fine. It's not bad.
I'll let you know. I'm going to skip my second one for a second because it's Pokemon. I don't want to go right now. So, next of us, I guess we'll talk about the very recently announced Injustice 2. As in officially announced today, but leaked yesterday. So what it looks like, according to what I've seen on different reports, is that this is following the fallout of Superman's regime ending in the Ultimate Timeline. So you have a lot of the surviving heroes from that area, I guess, trying to either completely free everyone from the regime or trying to bring it back and make it stronger. So I'm hoping they're improving the mechanics and the fighting. While it was tight, after we've had, Mortal Kombat X, whose fighting mechanics were a lot more fine-tuned than the last Mortal Kombat game, I think that Injustice 2 is going to benefit from that very much. Though I hope we have more than one big ultimate special move. Like the last time, where it's just the same one over and over and over again. I like a couple of different choices, mainly because they're going to be adding in the gear set. So it's going to have item drops, and you customize different armors and that to your character, and have your hero or villain customized to what you like, whether it's based on more on health or strength or speed, stuff like that. Excuse me. And we already have 3 characters announced new to the lineup. That would be Supergirl, Atrocitus, and I'm completely blanking on the third one, Gorilla Grodd. So we've got a Flash villain, another part of the Superman family, which the Bat family was ruling Injustice the last game, and now we've got Atrocitus, which is a Green Lantern villain that isn't Sinestro. So a Red Lantern, I think that's going to be interesting to see where they go with that. And it looks like they have some kind of like armor system going. Like I don't know if it's like how different it's going to be, but you have a lot more powered up looking to the armor compared to the last one, which is like, oh, they just looks like armor to the alternate timeline compared to the main one. But like no, like this one has like weird looking Batman Beyond armor for Batman, or another more armored one where the mouth's exposed. Superman gets like headgear on one of his. It looks like it's going to be fun, personally. But we haven't seen any in-game footage. That's just a CG thing. So I'm hoping during E3 we're going to actually get a date and some insights to the gameplay itself.
See, Injustice is a weird one for me because I'm going to lose so many nerd points here. I don't care about superheroes. Like, I don't watch superhero movies, I don't read the comics, I know nothing about the backstory of all these superheroes. I did play Injustice when it was free on PlayStation Plus, and I really enjoyed it, mainly because it plays like Mortal Kombat, obviously because it's developed by the same team. So even though I don't really care about superheroes, and I don't really sort of watch the movies or read the comics, I'm interested in Injustice because of the fact that it plays like Mortal Kombat, so as a game I enjoy it for what it is.
Yeah, and I think that's what matters most when it comes to any game is it fun and is it accessible for people, even if they aren't fans of the franchise in question. I love superheroes, so we're completely opposite on that. I'm a big Batman person. I like, Marvel and DC, so I don't just pick one side. So, screw the fanboys, I really don't care. I like both. But I will say this, even as a Batman fan, there was way too much focus on the Bat family in the last game, because you had your Batman, you had Nightwing, and you had Batgirl. Plus you had Harley Quinn, and you had Joker, and you had Bane. I'm trying to think if there was anyone else from Batman that was in this. I mean, I guess you could kind of count Solomon Grundy. He's kind of an in-between. But I think he's maybe more Superman. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, whoever in the comments, I guess. But, I mean...
I'm definitely not going to correct you there.
But at least 6 characters were from, the Batman, section of DC. And you get, Superman and Zod. And then you had Shazam and Black Adam.
Was it Injustice, or am I thinking of a different game that had a Scorpion cameo in the last one?
No, that was Injustice. That's Scorpion.
I thought so.
That's another question. What character did they throw in this time from Mortal Kombat?
You know they're going to do it. It's never realm. Mortal Kombat's kind of there.
That's some kind of character, yeah. But as long as it's not Freddy Krueger, I guess.
Well, to be fair, I think the odds are it's either going to be Scorpion, Sub-Zero, Liu Kang, or Raiden. Those are the four sort of main.
I wouldn't mind Raiden, but we already have lightning-based heroes. Oh, if it is based in the alternate timeline, rather than the main timeline for this game, Shazam's dead. Superman kind of fried his brains. Mind you, he's a 10-year-old kid in superhero form. So Superman kills a kid.
Yeah. Well,
it was brutal too.
Yeah.
I mean, you don't see anything. You can see like the burning in the back of the cow he's doing, but it was pretty, graphic for what it was.
Yeah.
And I hope to keep that kind of edge with it while still having a little more fun.
I did really like that aspect of Injustice. It was the fact that it, obviously I don't know much about Superman, but I know he's a very sort of like squeaky clean good guy for the most part, and they really gave him an edge.
Yeah, because the other thing, in the alternate timeline, Joker tricks him into killing his own wife and unborn child. There's a reason he throws his whole hand through Joker's chest. You don't see it unless you read the comic storyline.
Mm.
But he completely impales his arms through Joker and kills him flat out. I mean, it's pretty intense.
Yeah.
So, that's what I'm looking forward to. I just hope we don't have to wait horribly long, but I just hope they pick a date and stick with it instead of moving it back, because that's become a really bad habit with games lately.
Yeah, I know one game that's on your list is definitely very bad for that, but we'll get to that. The next game on my list is one that is very subjective, because there's definitely no confirmation of it, but there's a lot of rumours surrounding it, is Red Dead Redemption 2.
Yeah, I've been hearing that one too.
I loved Red Dead Redemption. It was basically GTA, but in the Wild West.
GTA with horses.
Yeah, all the characters were so fleshed out, and the gameplay was so good. I poured in way more hours into that game than the story allowed me to.
It's a good game. I had it. I don't have it anymore, but I did enjoy it. I think the fun thing for a lot of people is just the bugs. Some of the times you have the sometimes it'll show up in the weird glitches, for some reason the animals will take on human skin. So it's like a flying human or a snake human or something like that. Like you can slither around like that.
I never saw that.
Oh, dude, you can look that up on YouTube and stuff. It's hilarious. It's crazy at times too.
I will be searching that.
Yeah, there's a lot. Just look up Red Dead Redemption glitches. There's several of them, including things with horses. Like the horse is completely bouncing and flying off. I think was one of them. I think you can actually ride one time you can ride the horse and it looks like a human. Oh my god, I think I remember seeing it. I'm just saying, some weird shit happened in glitches. But as far as the game goes, I like the mechanics. They're pretty tight for what they needed to be. Though I kind of wish steering horses and carriages was a little easier.
Well, maybe a little bit.
I mean, they were going for realistic, and I get that. But you gotta balance out frustration levels with realism.
Here's the question, though. Are they going to offer an expansion the same way as they did with Undead Nightmare? Do you think they're going to go with...
I didn't get the expansion myself because I'm sick to fucking hell of zombies.
Yeah. I hope if they do a supernatural element, it's something different, like werewolves would be good.
Yeah, werewolves in the West. I mean, awesome. Vampires in the West.
Aliens might be good. Vampires, maybe. I know that they're.
I was saying vampires. Yeah. Even better, just do a civil war with vampires and werewolves in the desert at night.
That would be way too Twilight for me.
But no one sparkles. But they've always been natural entities for 50, 60, 70 years now. Yeah. Wolves and vampires have been mortal enemies in the lore. interesting, things like make it like two rival gangs. Well, Twilight was more between vampires anyway.
I honestly didn't watch Twilight films, so
I listened to Spoonie reviews of them, so that's where I know about the story. That's all I need to know about it because I don't care. But I think it would be at least something different because zombies, while it worked there, I was fine with it. I never got it, but I understood why they went with it, and it worked for the setting. I just think it'd be a little bit more interesting to do, like you said, vampire werewolf. So that's just how I look at it, though. But yeah, I also like the little, the way they did, God, what do they call it? Complete brain farting. I'm bad at this. When you have your standoffs and you're doing your duels.
Yes.
I like the way it slowed down and allowed you to do all that stuff. I really hope they improve that a little bit more because it was almost pitch perfect.
Yeah.
I think getting where you needed to go sometimes was a little too loose. So I felt like you were always missing your mark.
There's not really much we can say about Red Dead Redemption 2. It's just a rumor at the moment anyway, but
yeah, good game, hoping for a good sequel.
What's the next game on your list?
All right, we're going to go ahead and go to Horizon Zero Dawn.
Ooh, that's a good choice.
I know, I'm looking forward to this because, frankly, I want a badass character fighting mechanical animals. You're fighting mech dinos with a bow and arrow, and you're some kind of like cave woman. You're not going to be Neanderthal woman. Like, this is going to be awesome. Just the concept, it just sounds so fun. And I remember last year's E3 we had some visuals going on actual in-game. And I'm sitting there like, oh, that looks so pretty. I have to have a PS4. I'm glad I have a PS4 now. I have to keep staying with it. And this one's going to be PS4 exclusive. And another thing that was announced recently outside of the date, which is the 28th of February next year, is that they are also doing a collector's edition, which has a statue. It's like a 9-inch statue. You get a whole slew of DLC for in-game. You get a dynamic theme. You get an art book, if I remember correctly, a steel case, and then the box that comes in.
Yeah,
So
the problem with that, though, is that's probably going to be expensive. Stuff. That's probably going to be expensive.
It's a little over $100. It's like 100, 110, 120, something like that.
If they charge it at the exchange rate, that should be about 70 quid. Which I wouldn't mind spending that, but...
Oh, yeah. But it's just one of those things where I'm really kind of looking for because it kind of reminds me of the Tomb Raider series a bit and the way they're doing it. Looks like the mechanics will work. But it just looks like it's going to be a hell of a lot of fun because it's such a weird concept that I just can't ignore it.
Yeah, I mean, they had me sold at Robot Dinosaurs.
Oh, I know, right? Who doesn't have me sold on that idea?
But the gameplay does look really fun. It looks like, actually, a lot like Far Cry Primal, from what I've seen.
I actually haven't played that, but yeah, a lot of
I haven't played it either, but based on what I've seen.
I think it's going to be more like Drake. The Uncharted games where you're playing over the shoulder third person.
Yeah.
So I think that's where we're going to aim more for that. I'm trying to double check something here. Yeah, it's $119.99. That's what's marked as right now. So you're probably looking at around 100 on your end, maybe.
Maybe a bit more than I'm willing to spend, but who knows?
Yeah, but at the very least, you're getting physical, virtual, a good balance of physical and virtual stuff for the collector's edition.
Yeah.
You don't get statues very much anymore. Something nice to display. It's like.
I'm more likely
to really talk to me about because you got your Pip-Boy.
Yeah, but I didn't buy the Pip-Boy edition. I bought that on eBay.
I know, but what I'm saying is you're trying to get your little trinkets too.
Yeah. A statue is more likely to sell a game to me, to be fair.
Yeah, I'll have nowhere to put it.
The only reason I got the Far Cry 4 Collector's Edition is because of that little pagan min.
Still to play 4 at some point. I'm so far behind. I got 3 on PC.
4 is amazing. Just saying.
Oh yeah, no doubt. I saw a lot of people playing it back before it came out when they were still previewing it, like Boogie and Angry Joe. So yeah, it was amazing.
I think I got my copy of it like 3 days early or something. Like, I think there was like a thing with the dispatch. I can't remember exactly. But oh well, I got to enjoy it.
Yeah, so I guess we're back to you for the last game?
No, second to last.
Second to last?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
I know this is a game that you're looking forward to as well. Because I had to ask you to take this off your list so that we didn't have it.
Yeah.
South Park Fractured Butthole.
Can't wait. You know what's funny? It's superheroes, so you're not that interested.
But it's South Park, so we'll be interested.
Yeah, but it's superheroes, so you'd be bored.
But it's fucking South Park.
The kid.
I'm really looking forward to this. South Park Stick of Truth was fucking amazing.
It was. I'm actually wondering how far they can push it this time around.
I don't know. All I know is I was very pissed off with the alien scene, considering I'm in the EU. And we had it censored.
I got to watch it uncensored. It's South Park. Just imagine a dildo up Randy's ass. It's really good.
When do I?
Oh,
doesn't a day go by that I don't think of that.
I know, right? It's not like you didn't look them up on YouTube. Come on. It's like, I know you've seen them.
I actually haven't.
You didn't look them up on YouTube? Seriously?
No.
Easy. I mean, I just had to play the game. Still.
I was too busy playing. I think, you know what? Stick of Truth is the only game in the last 5 or so years I've actually had could be bothered enough to play several times over.
I only did it once because I borrowed it from a friend. And I finished it a few days. Didn't feel robbed. Even if I bought it for that price, it has enough of a chance. You can go through a couple different times to get all the new Pokemon and to enjoy the story a little bit more and do something a little bit different, picking the different classes. But I think even if I bought it, I would have felt robbed because even though I finished it within a few days, it was so fun.
It was.
The writing was just on note. And it was really like playing an episode. Though I am hoping we get an actual voiced character this time.
Yeah.
And maybe we can pick the voice.
Yeah, but that might be a bit too much work for the developers, considering how much work actually goes in.
Just get 6 voices, three boys, 3 girls, and just be able to pick from there.
Give me 1 sec.
Sure.
Max, get on the fucking sofa, you little shits. Definitely got it now.
You tell
All right, carry on.
But yeah, I just think that it would help to have that kind of the side protagonist thing works for a fantasy RPG kind of thing. Superheroes monologue. You gotta have voice work for your main character. And I like that he talks at the end, or she, depending on what you pick. But actually, I'm really wondering if it's gonna be the same character. If it's your same new kid.
I hope it is, actually, to be honest.
I don't know. That would be interesting because I'd like to know more about what the hell happened in the past. Because maybe I'm forgetting about it, but they don't really just talk about what happened to the main character's past, do they?
No, I mean it's been about 2 years since I played it, so maybe I'm forgetting something, but I don't remember. I remember there being something about the past.
Yeah, because the parents talk about it.
I do remember the scene where you're on your parents' chest of drawers.
Who doesn't remember when you're on the dressers and you're looking over and you got your parents fucking? And then you're on the bed, and you got dodgeball, man. Dodgeball, man. That is a whole new level. So sticking with the PS4 because that's mostly where I stayed. We're going to talk about No Man's Sky.
Hey!
So we talk about something that keeps getting pushed back. This one has had me interested for a while, just on the concept that you're going to be with essentially an infinite mass of planets and stars and moons, and you just go exploring and you get whatever the computer wants to put together in these little seeds, and it just brings out all these animals and different wastelands or tropical areas or however, and all the creatures that don't happen, plus the alien races. I don't know how far customization is going to go for your ships, though. That is something I'm kind of curious about. But I just like the aspect that you can have different choices, whether you just want to just kill everyone or do diplomacy, trade, or stuff like that to reach the core. Though, for me, I'm going to try not to reach the core too soon by any means. I want to explore.
Well, as far as I'm aware, it's like an endless game anyway, so even if you do reach the core, it's not like it's game over.
Yeah, they've been kind of vague on that one.
Yeah.
As far as the end goal.
I think the point is that there isn't really an end goal. You get to center of the universe, and then you just carry on doing what you do.
Yeah, it's kind of like a reverse sport.
There's got to be some sort of reward there if you actually get there, though.
Maybe something unlocks. I don't know.
So why would they mention it if there wasn't anything there?
Mystery, intrigue, get your attention. But I really do hope we get a little more. I like the aspect of like learning the alien languages. I think it's an interesting concept that you find these monoliths and you slowly but surely learn languages. Otherwise, you're just guessing.
Yeah.
That's pretty realistic. I like that. But I do have to wonder how well it's going to go in the long run. Like, as far as can the system actually hold me dealing with that whole thing? Like, is this perpetually online?
I think it is, from what I've heard.
Okay. And that kind of scares me. If the PSN goes down for some reason, am I not going to be able to play? So that's one of those things where I'm like, about it. I mean, we have till August 9th. So, I mean, I am excited for it.
Wait until August, it'll be December.
Hey, this is not Mighty Number 9, okay?
Got a point there.
Yeah.
To be fair, I'm just worried about how long the lifespan of No Man's Sky is going to be. Like, you get the game, and it's, it seems like it'd be kind of fun, going from planet to planet and stuff. After, say, 3 or 4 months, is it still really going to have the same intrigue?
I don't know. It really depends on how versatile the seed system is when it comes to creating creatures and that. Because at the very least, you can use some of your guns to dig underground into caverns of that. So there's more to explore than just what's on the surface.
Yeah.
You actually dig through and find stuff. So I'm really hoping that when it comes to like the plants and wildlife, that you get a lot of variety. But I mean, that's the beauty of RNG, right? Well, sometimes. So let's hope. But I do hold out a lot of hope for this game. But sometimes people really be let down by high hopes.
Yeah.
You look at people that were excited for Battleborn.
Yeah, I never let myself get caught up in the hype of that.
Yeah, there's a lot of disappointment in games. Like, I don't know, Star Wars Battlefront. Which I called out for, I was like, this is me.
Yeah, I played the beta and I was like, nah, I'm not putting my money down on this.
Or Elder Scrolls Online. God, I did that beta too. That was disappointing even in beta.
Evolve.
Yeah, that was another big one.
The beta put me off that one too.
See, I didn't get that one. I didn't play it. I didn't care about it in the beginning. I was ahead of the curve of not caring. But No Man's Sky, I think, has the potential. I mean, was it 18 million or 18 billion? I forget.
I don't know. A fucking huge number. Let's just put it that way.
Yeah. And it's, what, 12 or 15 zeros? Something like that?
There's a fuckload of zeros. Let's just put it that way.
18 to a fuck ton of zeros. But yeah, I'm actually really wanting to see what goes on there and just kind of like go on like Star Trek 5-year mission, if you will.
Another thing as well that I don't like about No Man's Sky is like I know that they've put it online so that you can find other players.
Yeah.
But they kind of want it to be that sort of single player experience. But I wish there was an option there to actually go and find your friends from the start and actually go around together.
Yeah, that would be interesting. But we know that's not going to happen. I'm just trying to figure out, okay, my thing is narratively, why are you in the outer rims trying to reach the sun? That's one thing I'm do this. Will it make sense? Now, mind you, I'm talking about a game where you're going planet to planet, randomly generated, with a bunch of aliens, and you're learning things from monoliths.
Yeah. Another thing about that, though, is that the animals that you find on these planets, they're not just randomly wandering about or whatever. The planets have their own ecosystems.
Yeah, definitely.
And when you've discovered the planet and you've saved the planet and named it and stuff like that, somebody else goes to that exact location, they will find that exact planet with the ecosystem still intact.
Yeah.
That's what's interesting me the most.
What I'm wondering is how long will it take people to start just naming things Dick Creature?
You realise that's going to be the first hour of release.
Pretty much.
Although then again, with so many planets, those planets will probably never be seen again once they've left.
Yeah, but that's the thing. Like, how much of a censoring are they going to do? Will they have the thing kind of stuff where like these certain words are not accessible to be used?
Yeah, they'll probably end up doing that. But to be honest, with so many planets, you're going to run out of letter combinations anyway.
Well, yeah, but I'm just saying, if your name's Richard, maybe you won't be as lucky. I don't know, but that's kind of my take on No Man's Sky. It could be a big system seller for PlayStation 4 here soon, but who knows?
Yeah. Well, my last game on my list, I've kind of changed it while we were doing this video. It was going to be WWE 2K17 because I'm a big mark for WWE games, and plus the fact that this will probably be the year we finally get to play as AJ Styles and Shinsuke Nakamura. But I've decided to switch it to a game that's technically already out, but technically not. Tekken 7.
So one more time, I zoned for like 5 seconds.
Tekken 7 is the last game on my list.
So I think it's technically something and I didn't hear it.
One sec. Jack, on the fucking sofa! There we go.
Dogs. But yeah, Tekken 7. I suck at Tekken.
I love Tekken.
I am horrible at it. Even the older games, like I have Tekken 1, still I think, and I sucked at that.
Yeah, but to be fair, Tekken 1 had really slow, button to response times.
Yeah, but again, I've never gotten better at Tekken even worse. It's like Street Fighter.
Hey, that's where practice comes in handy.
Well, there's practice and there's the fact that I just suck at it. I'm good at some games and I'm bad at others, even in the same genre. I can be good at certain shooters and bad at others. Good at certain fighting games, bad at others. Tekken and Street Fighter are kind of on my bad end.
I don't like Street Fighter, to be fair. But I do.
I'm bad at that too.
I actually will say something that is probably going to surprise a few people. I much prefer Tekken to Mortal Kombat. Even though I'm better at Mortal Kombat. And I rave the fuck out of Mortal Kombat X. Because it's an amazing game.
Hey, I mean, if you're okay with seeing Heihachi in his Speedos, you keep with that series.
What do you mean okay with it? That's all I ever play Heihachi with? God.
Well, yeah, I bet.
Yeah. But you know what? I've been playing Tekken right from the very first one. Not when it first came out, 'cause it came out in '95 and I was only 4 years old. But I played it after a bit of time had passed. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to Tekken 7. It's the end of the Mishima sort of feud.
Finally?
Yeah.
Took what, 7 games?
Well, like
Several bad
10
movies?
if you count all the spin-off games.
And bad movies?
Hey, Blood Vengeance was a decent film.
Okay. I mean, wasn't that the one where they had their demon forms fighting and it was all CG?
It was all CG. It looked like a very long cutscene from the game.
You had the panda?
Panda was in it a lot, yeah.
Excellent.
It focused on Ling Xiaoyu and Alyssa a lot.
Yeah, and then wasn't Ling that one kind of emo kid?
Yeah, she was very emo in that.
Some shit. Him.
No.
No, okay, well, she's the android, wasn't she?
No, Alyssa's the android.
Okay, well, I don't remember the names. Remember, you're the tech guy. I'm not. But I'm saying it's the same movie we're thinking about. But they're talking about the one guy, he's trying to kill himself and he can't because he regenerates. Remember he throws himself on the top of the building?
Oh,
When he first gets to school? Yeah. And he ends up dying at the end. Anyway.
Oh god, yeah. Shin.
Makes no fucking sense.
Yeah, that would make a bit more sense if he was at least a playable character in Tekken Tag Tournament 2, which is what that film was coupled with, but he wasn't even a playable character in that.
Was he a playable character before that?
No. He was just introduced.
One of those character about a regeneration thing that didn't work for some reason when Heihachi got hold of him. I mean, it makes no sense. I mean, it's not as funny as Heihachi biting an axe with his teeth and destroying it. But, I mean, and then there's the live-action Tekken movie.
Ugh.
Exactly. So look at that. Your movie's around on par with Street Fighter, and at least Dead or Alive's movie was more on par with it. It was tits and ass. It focused on what mattered. I want a live-action Senator Kagura game, by the way. I would be very okay with this. Jiggly ninjas. And Ionic can be in it too, so it works. We're back to Tekken. What are you excited for?
I'm sorry, you've made me forget my point now.
We go off on these tangents, but what about new characters? Have they talked about any new characters?
Yes, there's a lot of new characters being introduced. There's I've forgotten all their names now. There's
Jack 5.
an Arabian dude.
Of course.
His fighting style looks kind of fun. There's a character called Lucky Chloe, which pissed off a load of American fans.
Was it the cat girl?
No,
Like
she's just like a cat.
Yeah, I was like the cat.
It pissed off a load of American fans because they said she looks too Japanese. And Harada was like, the fuck? I love his response to it though. He said, fine then. He was obviously joking. A lot of people took this way too seriously. He goes, if you guys don't want to play as Lucky Chloe, then she's going to be exclusive to Asia and Europe. I'll give you guys an American-centric character. He'll be half naked and completely muscular. I know you guys love that sort of stuff in America.
Vaguely remember that whole thing. And it was like the whole thing with Overwatch. And I can't remember her name now, but like the butt thing.
Oh, God. Tracer.
Yeah, I was like, why are people throwing fucking fits over this? What is wrong with
Overwatch porn is a thing, and that's terrifying.
I'm sure for some people, I don't care either way. Hey, whatever gets you off. You know, hentai exists. Who cares? If you gotta get your kinks out some way, at least a constructive way.
Alright, okay, I've got a list of all the new characters here. Just throw them out there. You got Kazumi Mishima. I think that's Heihachi's ex-wife and Kazuya's dad.
Possibly.
So that's kind of cool. They've got someone called Josie Rizal.
Jack 7. There is a Jack 7.
There is a Jack 7. There's a Devil Kazumi, so I guess Kazumi has a devil form. Katarina Alves. Shaheen, that's the Arabian dude.
Akuma.
Huh?
Akuma's in this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They've got Shaheen, Claudio Serafino, and they've got this big daddy-looking thing called Gigas.
Yeah.
So, there's quite a wide variety of new characters.
Yoshimitsu.
And they're bringing back my best characters. My best characters on Tekken have always been Horang and Ling Xiaoyu.
Okay.
So.
See, I've never been good at the animals, so it's okay. But I appreciate it. I am so ready for all this to be done. The holding the Mishima and all the fucking, like, Kazuma and shit. Like, I'm ready for all to be done.
Yeah.
7 games is too long for that kind of story.
To be honest, like, Heihachi as a character is just getting old now. Like,
yeah, really.
He's not even one of the best characters to play as. Like, I don't know many people who would sit there and say, yeah, I'm main as Heihachi.
Well, it's kind of like with M. Bison. There's a reason he's not always named Bad Street Fighter anymore. It wore out.
Like, if they killed off...
5 games, technically. They've had different variations of the same 5 games, but hey.
If they killed off Heihachi, I would not be upset. Let's just put it that way.
Sure, they would.
They've killed off more interesting characters in the past.
I mean, that don't be anywhere near as bad as Soul Calibur did.
I don't play Soul Calibur.
They got rid of a lot of mainstay characters for the 5th installment.
Yeah, a bit like Mortal Kombat 9 then.
No, I meant like when it came to like you didn't get reasons why they were not there.
Ah. At least you got explanations in Mortal Kombat about why they killed off most of the cast.
Yeah, that was kind of. But at least with like Mortal Kombat X, when you got new characters, you saw old characters there. Like Soul Calibur 5 had mostly new characters.
That's not a bad thing though. If the series is getting
stale. It is when they're clones.
Oh.
Yeah, it wasn't a very good thing with that. Actually, I'm trying to remember all of them. It's long ago now since I played it. It kind of upset me a bit. Like, I was not happy with that game in the long run. But let's see. There was 28 characters, and there's some done later. Yeah, like the newest one introduced. Let me look here. Come on, go up there. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 new. I think the worst part was they got rid of some of the fan favorites. I'm trying to find her. Like they replaced the main ninja. I'm so bad at names, and I feel bad that I'm horrible at names. What was her name? Taki. They got rid of Taki. which is your big boom shinobi. You never heard of the big boom shinobi, the very famous one that everyone loves. I mean, they kept Ivy in, but they got rid of so many big name ones. I think Cervantes actually stayed the longest. He's the only one that's been consistent from Soul Edge to the latest ones. Right now, I think most of them have to stay around. Nightmare and Mitsurugi are some of the other ones that have lasted that long. Siegfried is also a Nightmare, so. I don't know. I just wasn't impressed with that, so I can understand why you would be happy to get some new characters. It's just I hope they don't go overboard if they do that for the next installment. If they ever use, which they might probably.
Yeah, well, the thing about Tekken is that while they're not afraid to kill off characters, they don't tend to overdo it.
Fair enough.
They really only kill characters after to sort of expand the plot. I mean, if they don't want to bring a character back, generally they'll just sort of leave them out.
Yeah.
Like Kunimitsu, she was never killed, but she'd never made an appearance after Tekken 3.
So,
except for Tag Tournament 2, but that doesn't count. It's non-canon.
What improvements are you looking for?
Generally, there was a lot of problems with spammers in Tekken.
That's a fighting game.
I proved this myself when I was playing Tag Tournament 2. I was literally doing the one attack, and it was uncounterable. And I won every single time. I was doing that on purpose, and I got a lot of hate.
Balanced it?
Huh?
They never balanced it with an update or anything?
They tried, but it never really worked that well. Maybe actually making a new game from scratch will actually help them try and work out how to get rid of the problem before it becomes a problem.
Tag Tournament 2 is it going to be a new engine, though, really?
I think they said something about a new engine, but I can't remember 100%.
Yeah, you know how some companies are really bad about using the same engines over and over and over again. That's the problem.
As much as Fallout 4 was using a really outdated engine.
And they're not the only one that a lot do. I mean, the one you had on your list before to get rid of it, it'd be the same thing. As far as I know, they've been using the same basic engine since THQ had in the SmackDown vs. Raw era.
Yeah.
So it's time for these companies to upgrade.
They need, without talking too much about WWE 2K17, because it's not one of the games that, but they do need to improve that system, give us way better graphics, because they were bragging about the graphics of improvement for 2K15.
Except for the hair.
Yeah, I looked at it and I was like, okay, this looks better than 2K14, but it still looks like shite. Maybe I'm just a cynical arsehole, but
you might be, but even still, it's good to be cynical once in a while. With Tekken and everything, at least the fighting system's always been pretty tight for the most part. Like I said, there's always the issue of spamming.
Yeah.
They have your counters and your grapples. And
Mortal Kombat, while I don't think the fighting system's as good as Tekken's, they do have a lot more safeguards in place for spamming.
They try to, yeah.
I do like that.
Unless you're playing Injustice, NetherRealm just doesn't care. They used to have the Batman Infinite combo that completely obliterates 1 bar of health.
Yeah.
And it's still in effect.
Yeah.
I never would have mastered it. I have a life, somewhat.
Alright then, moving on to your last game.
Yeah. It was a hard decision for me, at least lately, because I forgot something that I did put on this list. So I'm not going to talk about it, but there's another game I'm excited for. The same system.
At least mention this other game.
I wanted to put, after I thought about Ace Attorney. The new Ace Attorney game coming out. It was announced a while back they were doing it, but we got more details recently, and it just looks amazing.
Hang on, just segue for a second. You did a reaction. You did a reaction video to the Ace Attorney thing, didn't you?
Yeah, I did.
I'm going to cheekily put an annotation below in this video to link towards that video.
Yeah, go watch it. You can watch me actually get excited about it, and yeah, that's what's fun. But I think it's going to be a good game. I'll leave the big complaint I have about it for the video if you guys decide to watch that. But I do want to have it. But the one that beats out that one for me, and it's just because I'm a big kid, it's going to be Pokemon the Sun and Moon games.
Yes.
Gen 7 is right around the corner. November 18th is coming up. I also did a reaction to that latest trailer talking about the legendaries and that. So I'm really sitting around here, and not just me, but my kids too are excited about the new games. And the buzz is going around, what kind of, Pokemon are we going to have this time around? Are we going to have, finally get the type duels, the dual typings that we want to see, or some unique ones? What's going to be these new starters? What their final forms going to be? We still don't know anything about that one. If they're going to become dual types later on, or how it's going to work. It's going to be a little more of what kind of theme they're going with. Since Gen 6 starters actually had a theme of RPGs. You have the mage, the paladin, and the ninja, or rogue. And that was your thing. We don't know what to do with this one, though. There is speculation that's going to be based around circus. You have Relic with the ringmaster, he's got the tie and the coattails. And you have Litten, which is your lion through the flaming hoop, your lion tamer, if you will, because it's a fire cat. And then you have Popplio as the clown, because of the nose and everything, and he uses balloons to float. The water balloons he floats with them. Don't know how that works physically with Pokemon, but my thing is, I wonder what the gems are going to be like. As far as, are we going to finally, and this is my big pet peeve, so we've never had a dark gem.
Have we?
Never, not once. We've had a Dark Elite 4, but there's not been one time. It is the only type that's never had a gem in the series. And we're 7 gens in. Fairy had a gem in his first game. Dark did not have one in Johto when it first came around during Gold and Silver. Steel did. Dark did. Yeah. So I'm kind of hoping. And I'm also hoping we have less junk Pokemon this time around.
Yeah. The problem that I've had, especially for the last few gens, is the fact that all the junk Pokemon took up the bulk of the Pokedex.
I would say it took up the bulk. It's just that when you have them pile up, it feels
with Gen 6, I can literally count on, with my fingers, the Pokemon that I actually have an interest with.
I play.
You've got the two legendaries.
Yeah. Well, I'm more for Yveltal than I'm for Xerneas.
Greninja, obviously. Everyone loves Greninja.
Yeah.
Pangoro.
Yes.
Tyrantrum. I'm starting to draw a blank.
Talonflame, man. I love Talonflame.
Yeah, I suppose Talonflame was pretty cool.
Talonflame was amazing.
I really did not like Gen 5, though.
Which one?
Gen 5.
I didn't mind Gen 5. I think Gen 4 is the weakest, personally.
I like Gen 4, but
5 had a better narrative.
Yeah. I remember it for the narrative, but the Pokemon that were in Gen 5 really didn't really interest me. Apart from Reshiram.
You're thinking Trubbish, aren't you?
Only a little bit. But you know what, Reshiram.
I think it was Gen 5 they gave us Electivire. Wasn't it? Gen 5 they gave us Electivire.
I think it was Gen 5.
Magmortar.
To me though, I started to become more disattached from Pokemon after Gen 3.
I didn't.
I did enjoy Gen 4, but mainly because Palkia and Dialga, Giratina, and Arceus are all fucking amazing. And they added so much lore to the Pokemon world as well.
I can kind of see that. Me personally, though, Gen 4 is where I felt it really had started to really have problems.
See, I've heard a lot of people say that.
Stop playing for a while.
I've heard a lot of people say that, so maybe I'm in the minority, but I honestly enjoyed Gen 4.
Like I said, it wasn't horrible, but I mean, it just really didn't help a lot of people.
To me, I know everyone's going to say I'm just, thinking of nostalgia, but Gen 1 was the best, in my opinion. And I'm not just saying that. Gen 1. I'm not just saying that because that's the one I grew up on. To me, it really was the best.
I see. So that was me.
What was that? The video cut out?
Sorry, I said Gen 2 was my thing.
Gen 2 is a very close second for me.
The reason I say Gen 2 is just for no other reason than it combined everything you wanted from the first game to the new one. It brought it to a new generation, and it was just something that I felt really built upon the lore because it's still, to this day, the only game that has 2 regions.
Yeah, I mean, the Gold and Silver themselves were better games, but I'm on about when it comes to actually the diversity of the Pokemon, like the Pokemon specifically. Gen 1 just had the best ideas, in my opinion. And
Yeah,
I know
fair.
what everyone's gonna say. Yeah, there's the fucking Magnemite is just a magnet. Diglett is a fucking mole. I'm not saying they were all amazing.
Well, no, we're not saying that either.
Gen 2
But I mean,
I love though because I'm a big fucking mark for the starters, Lugia and Celebi.
see, I love Lugia. It's one of my favorites as far as legendaries go.
Lugia is my favourite legendary.
I still love Steelix and Sneasel and Weavile and all that. But Weavile wasn't actually in the early games. That was later. Anyway.
No,
No, I'm pretty sure Weavile, or was Weavile on the
Gen,
first one?
Gen 4 I think. Was it Gen 4?
It's really hard to remember anymore what generation a lot of these come in these later evolutions.
Yeah.
But that's something I'm really kind of hoping for, is that they do a little bit more of the evolutions this time around.
You know what, I'm getting sick and tired of EV evolutions, to be honest with you.
I would be, okay, here's my argument. There's still a few more they need to cover, but they shouldn't be the main focus. I mean, I would like to see, a ghost type or, ground rock, dragon. A dragon was people have been asking for a while. Now we have the fairy type one, the last one, that was the big seller.
A dragon type would be kind of cool for an EV evolution as long as they make it look sort of more dragony than a dog.
I still want to kind of keep the same general aesthetic, but that's the point of it. But I'm really getting tired of the Pikachu clones.
Yeah.
I'm tired more of that than evolutions.
Yeah, I mean, they basically just need to reinvent the series, but just in a better way than what.
I think they're kind of working on that now, though.
I hope so.
But just artistically speaking, they're not cheating anymore. They're not deformed. We have the new way they're going about the Pokedex, which I'm surprised. Yeah, you have a ghost possessed Pokedex this time around.
That is pretty cool, to be fair.
It is, and it talks back to you.
Nice.
It is. It is very interesting, and you can actually scan. They're using the QR scan technology now. So instead of it being like a weird glitch thing, with Gen 6 that they patch out, you actually use QR codes to scan in for your decks, these Pokemon that you don't have, and it can actually show you where on your map they'll be. So I didn't know about that until I read some articles on it later. So I think that's going to be interesting. I know some people are hoping for a new type. I'm not. Another type. Adding Fairy put some balance in that was needed, especially against dragons a bit. Because those things are still overpowered. And really the only thing that could stop a dragon was a dragon or ice type.
Yeah.
And frankly, ice doesn't have much to go on.
And if you use dragon, you're also in a weakness yourself.
Yeah, but even still, name a dragon Pokemon that doesn't have access to flamethrower. Or a rock move of some type.
Gyarados.
Or a fire move of some type. Ice is pointless otherwise against it.
Gyarados is kind of perfect though. Against dragon. Gyarados is kind of perfect against dragon though, to be fair. Dragon and ice type moves, and is not really going to be affected by the ice type moves.
Freeze dry.
What?
Freeze dry. Because that works against water types.
Yeah, I suppose.
But it's still one of those things where they've improved, and I think Fairy added that new aspect to really add a nice sprinkle to the game. But I don't think we need any more types right now. People point out a sound type, which would make sense.
A sound type?
Sound. Because you have a lot of Pokemon that have the Loudred line, the Jigglypuff line. You have anything that uses sing or echo voice, like that. Just harmonic voice. So these are moves that have sound qualities to them. So people have talked about maybe doing sound type. Then people keep talking about light type. Well, that's Fairy. So I'm looking more forward to is the game going to be a little more difficult this time around? How are the bad guys going to be this time? I really hope they're not just overblown hipsters like the last time. Because Team Flare was so pointless.
Yeah.
It made no sense. I'm sorry. I'm excited about the legendaries for sure.
I'm less excited about the legendaries if I'm being honest.
You're not excited about them?
No, not really.
I think between the two of them, I'm more excited for the Moon Legendary. I mean, it is a psychic ghost. It does have a great design.
I suppose, but for the first time, I think I'm going to catch the Legendary and then just sort of keep it in the PC. Like, Yveltal last generation was kind of really fucking cool. Gen 5... You what?
I never used Zandrous.
No.
Or Zygarde, really. There was another one I was kind of put in the box and never used.
Yeah, I used Zekrom for Gen 5. I used Palkia and Dialga for Gen 4 because I love them too. And Rayquaza as well from Gen 3. And Groudon's also one of my favourite Pokemon. Lugia was useful.
One of mine. Groudon's not one of mine. I prefer Kyogre a little bit more than Groudon, but he's not even on my list. Even though one of the Legendaries in my top area, none of those are really.
I'm just saying, for the first time, unless they announce some third, more interesting Legendary, I'm not really that interested in Legendaries this time around.
Oh, there's going to be more than 2.
Yeah. Hopefully, it's going to be interesting ones, because I'm not being funny. Genesect didn't strike me as a Legendary when I first saw it.
The only thing it struck me with was my weird Pokemon theory mindset, where it's like, I wonder if at some point, evolutionarily speaking, if that was like an in-between between Kabuto and Cypher.
That would have been an interesting backstory.
And that's the thing, if you look at the general designs of the Genesect, if you could imagine Genesect without the modifications that were done to it by, I think it was Team Galactic, you look at it bipedal with what looks like claws, and the head is kind of like shaped down a little bit, so it looks similar enough to Kabutops. So it looks like it might have at some point been an ancestor to that. And then you look at Scyther in a lot of ways it is, and there's some mild connection between the two, just from just a general standpoint, biologically speaking. You can see similarities in their designs and could theorize. I mean, people have already theorized that Dittos are failed Mew experiments.
Yeah, although actually there is a lot of in-game...
Yeah, that leads to that. I know, I did a creepypasta on that a while back.
Yeah, but nobody takes creepypasta seriously.
It's not to take it seriously, it's just something fun. It was a Pokemon creepypasta for fun. It's on YouTube. I killed
Shh, let me do my outro. God damn it.
I don't hear outro.
So those are our picks, basically 3-3. I'll run through my list and then Zandrous will run through his.
Yep.
Watch Dogs 2, Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2, Red Dead Redemption 2. There's a lot of sequels on mine. Fractured Butthole, technically South Park 2, and Tekken 7.
Yep. And for mine, it was Persona 5, Injustice 2, Horizon Zero Dawn, No Man's Sky, and Pokemon Sun and Moon.
So drop a comment in the comment section below. Tell us what you're looking forward to for E3. God, we've been filming this for so long now. I'm so fucking tired.
Yeah. Well, it's on your end, not me.
Go subscribe to this channel if you haven't already, and go and check out Zandrous' channel too. Link will be in the description below. So, is there anything else you want to add, or?
Let's hope E3 is a lot more entertaining this year than last year, and let's really, really hope we will have another like Xbox One announcement kind of year.
That wouldn't bother me. I've got both PlayStation and Xbox.
So, well, I only have the one, but you know what I mean. Just nothing lackluster. I want some good, solid stuff this year. So
there is the rumors of the new Xbox One and the new PS4.
Yeah, but I'm not excited about that because I'm just buy another one, maybe.
Yeah, I will probably give that one a skip unless there's some serious improvements.
Well, I'm not getting VR. I'm not buying it, so.
I will, but probably not at release.
So, well, we'll wait and see. It's the 14th and the 16th. It's coming up, so. That's the excitement I have to look forward to.
Yeah.
Hopefully some surprises. We're still hoping.
Well, there is usually a few sleeper titles that you don't really expect to, take notice of, and then they jump out.
I'm for Elder Scrolls 6. I'm saying right there. Elder Scrolls 6. I want Elder Scrolls 6. I want to know what's coming out. I'm excited. I prefer that to Fallout, personally.
Oh. Fallout is...
I don't hate Fallout. It's just I prefer the more medieval than, future dystopia. That's me.
I struggle to find any game I like better than Fallout. But
Oblivion.
Fallout. Anyway, I'm going to end this video here. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.
There it is.